Hello, and welcome to Diana's Makerspace on this Sunday, October 25th, 2025. In this episode, Diana's Makerspace, I'm going to put two videos I made that were made as shorts combined together. One is on Mike's new arm, and one is on Jennifer having a corset to be the right size as I am, so I can do outfits based upon using Jennifer or Stephanie. Well, let me show you what I mean. Hello and welcome to Diana's Makerspace. As you can see, there's Jennifer and Stephanie. Jennifer is wearing the pink corset with the purple dress. Jennifer is a mannequin that I made, taking an old dress and sewing the edges, and then adding stuffing material to it as newspaper, fluff, other things, and then using basically foam board as a back. And then I realized today that basically if I used the corset, that would give Jennifer the shape that I have, because that's the corset I normally wear to make other clothes. And with Stephanie, I'm actually getting down to Stephanie's size. So basically, Stephanie can also be used to make clothes for me, because some of the measurements of Stephanie are just 30 to 50% bigger. So just in the waist and the hips and the breast. But now there's two ways how to do this. And as you can see, Jennifer and Stephanie coordinate well together. I'm trying to get better light here. Let's see. There we go. And also, what you could do is you could take an old dress, take a dress that you're wearing, and notice how I stitched all around it, but I left one thing open to put fluff in. One thing I wouldn't recommend to do is I've seen people try to use caulk or other stuff that they see that I made of department store models. I don't use it. Because what happens, it'll dry on the inside, but it's not going to dry on the inside. It'll dry on the outside, but it won't dry on the inside because you don't have the proper environment to dry it properly. And that so if you're going to make your own mannequin, I suggest you do it my method. Take a dress that fits you, and then sew around it, leave an opening, use polyfill newspaper or something, and then use two pieces of foam board to make a spine in the back. And then find a garment like a corset or a posture bar to put over to make the right shape. So basically, you're making a pillow corset, then you're shaping it by pillow mannequin and shaping it by the corset. Well, let me know what you think. The best way to reach me is on YouTube, Facebook, X, Pinterest, and Blue Sky. And this has been Diana's Makerspace on how I modified Jennifer to have my shape in making Jennifer as a pillow corset. Hello, and welcome to Diana's Makerspace on this October 27th, 2028. Today, basically, I'm sort of dressed up a little bit, just wanted to dress up a little bit. And also, I wanted to show you what I did with the Barbie dollhouse and with Mike. Mike has been basically lost one arm recently, and through private sector that was replaced. I was able to find an arm for him on Etsy. Actually had two arms, and then a friend of mine suggested that basically Mike should have another arm with hands, because she almost cried when she saw that Mike didn't have hands. So today I did a little bit of an operation to give Mike an arm with hands, and that's movable like that. And I'm going to remodify his other arm so that it's movable as well, now that I know more of a better technique. Let me show you what was done. Now here's Mike sitting with the Barbies, and what happens, you can see he has his new arm on the right hand side with his old arm and the new arm you can see is put on better, has more movement. Now he has hands. It's just one thing in the shoulder though. There's not as much shoulder lift in the other shoulder, but he still has full rotation. And as you can see, the Barbies are happy now. Mike has full hands like that though. I kept Mike's original appendages, so just in case maybe later. But basically I think it's better someone has a hand rather than a club hand. And I'm gonna work on the shoulder to try to have it so basically there's a little bit more upper shoulder strength. And on the left hand arm, I'm gonna modify it so now that I know what to do, so that Mike will have a full movement in the other arm as well like that though. But now Mike has hands, And as you can see, um, that having hands allows you to do a lot of other things like that, though, and fully movable arms. Well, let me know what you think. And this has been Diana's Makerspace for October 27, 2025.